I've not had a career that's been full of winning stuff, I'll be honest. You know, I'm proud of my career, but I've not got a trophy room stacked with anything really. I've got some moments in my career that I've enjoyed and I'll cherish. I've got the promotion with Huddersfield after I'd left the club, and that was a big thing in my second season. But since that, you know, it was Harrogate Town, and the feeling of winning that promotion with the club was by far the top of the list of my achievements in my career. I think sometimes there's a bit of snobbery around, you know, the EFL, and that, you know, the National League's very different. It's not. There's a lot of extremely talented players in the National League. I've got a squad of players that I'm training with every day that I can see it day in, day out. We wash our own training kit, which is quite normal for everybody, and we help out with a rota for the changing rooms, which all the staff are involved on that as well. So, you know, when it comes round to his turn, the gaffer and the assistant will be sweeping the changing rooms as well. So, as players, we like to leave it extra messy that week, just to keep them happy. But yeah, I think that's the way it needs to be. It's a family-run club from top to bottom. It makes me feel a little older than I'd like when you put it like that. But yeah, obviously I'm massively proud of playing for this long. I've been injury-free for the best part, and I'm lucky enough that I'm still enjoying my football, you know, after all these years. To go from obviously a kid sat on the steps at the side of the pitch throwing the balls back to the lads, to actually making, you know, the step up into the academy from school, and then making that jump again to the first team is just a whirlwind and a dream kind of scenario for a hometown boy and a Huddersfield fan, and you had to find your feet very quickly. My first season I played left of a three up top, and I think I came away with 6 goals from the season. And then I think it was the following season, Peter Jackson came in as manager, who I really enjoyed working with, and I hit the ground running and scoring, you know, regularly from then until in January when I moved. When the Blackburn move did come, it came very quickly, and within a space of a couple of days I was at Ewood Park and signing on the dotted line. So everything happened so quickly. I didn't have much time to assess it or analyse it. It was just a case of, yeah, there's your opportunity, go and take it, and you know, I managed to do that.
John, congratulations. What a way to start your Premiership career.
Yeah, as far as debut goes, I mean, it's fantastic, you know, playing. I mean, I was a bit surprised that I was starting, but, you know, I've gone on there and scored a goal, and it's a great 3 points.
Just how much of a step up is it from Division 3?
It's a massive step. I mean, it's a lot quicker, but I think you get a lot of space on the ball, and, you know, with the players around you, it's hard to go wrong with the amount of talent that's on the field.
Maybe a roll of a dice a little bit on his part to go and pluck a player from the lower divisions, untried and tested, to come in and step into what essentially was going to be a relegation battle. I was flying, and everything I hit seemed to go in. The Man United one was incredible, you know. For me, my stepdad, who was a massive Man United fan, he was caught between two sets of feelings, really. Although it's a long time ago now, you know, that feeling and those moments will be with you forever. So it's a massive highlight of my career. I knew Sven had come and watched a couple of my games. I don't know how much further it went from that, probably not very far after he watched the games, but I didn't get thrown into the under-21 fold until I'd started scoring for Blackburn. Looking back now, there's no way I was ready for the full national side, and I think if I had been thrown in, I don't know what would have happened. Jacko rang me up and said, "Oh, you know, what are you doing for the final? I was like, well, I'm going to go down with missus and some friends and stuff, and we're going to watch the game. He's like, no, you're coming down with us. So I'm getting on the bus as one of the players, going down to Cardiff the night before, in the hotel before with them, had all the pre-match and stuff, literally as if I'm one of the players. It was incredible. We're getting towards the stadium and he's like, right, Steady, come and sit on the bench with us. And I had to draw the line there. I was like, I can't come and sit on the bench. I don't even play for the club anymore. I'll sit behind, and then hopefully it's good news, I'll come and get involved. So I politely declined and sat behind the dugout. One on the penalties, Lee Fowler scoring the winning penalty. So I run off onto the pitch and joined in the celebrations, you know, a big pile-on Lee Fowler, and I'm in the middle of it. And yeah, it was a special time and nice to be a part of it. Even though I'd left, it just shows the type of character that Jacko was. I tried to deal with it myself, really. It wasn't really... that side of the game wasn't as developed as it is now, I suppose, and there wasn't really those options for you to seek outside. It was just kind of, you know, get your head on it, you know, sort yourself out and crack on. And I think that mentality has certainly had to change, and I think rightly so as well. With everything, with mental health, you know, if everybody can be more open and honest and speak about it more, then I think the coaches will get a much better understanding of their players, and then from that they'll be able to develop them better. When I went to Sunderland, you know, things didn't happen for me there, and I had a really difficult time on and off the pitch, and, you know, lacking in confidence, and that does play a massive part in a player's development. And for me personally, it was disappointing because I knew Mick had been tracking me for 18 months, I think, and tried to get me before I went to Blackburn, and I felt like I owed him. I felt like I owed him that, and I should have been better, and I should have done more. So that's probably one thing throughout my career, really, that I think, you know, I wish that had gone better, because the way Sunderland is as a city and as a football club and a religion, you know, it's you want to go and do well up there, because if you do, you can get sort of hero status, and it would be a fantastic place to be. It was quite the opposite for me, and it was difficult. It was a fantastic place to be. The football we were playing was real sort of high energy, energetic, you know, everybody working 100%, towing in the right direction, and there was a real kind of strong community bond between the players and the staff, and it was brilliant to be there. Kick in the teeth was obviously the relegation at the end of the season, which we thought we didn't deserve. I think justice wasn't done in the fact that for the club they might have done all right. They think they got 50, 60 odd million out of it, and you know they got their compensation. Us as a group of players got taken Premier League away from us for a further season under contract, and we didn't get that back. You know, there's no compensation for us or anything. You know, and the biggest loss is not playing Premier League football the following season. The gaffer left straight after that, you know, and there was lots of changes at the club and a big transition, and it took them a few years to bounce back. an incredible day, but just such a strange one. You know, the way everything just fell into place from start to finish, the way that the match panned out, my performance, probably the only game in my career where I've pretty much made a 110 out of 10, 100% performance, and everything that I did went right for me on that big stage. And for me then, that was 2015, so it'd been a long time since I'd played at that stage, and I think there was a little bit of something to prove for me as well, to say, you know, I'm still playing. And I just thought this season might be my last, or, you know, of my career. And I think last season, this season, I wanted to be at a club that was hungry to go and move forward. I wanted to be in and amongst a group of players that were desperate to go and better themselves. The way the season had gone with Harrogate Town, we were, you know, determined to get over the line and make that next step, which we worked so hard for during the season. At times we worried whether we'd get the chance because of the restrictions, but once it came, we needed to make sure we did it. Still difficult to talk about, and obviously it's 10 months now, but still tough. And I managed to get some cutouts of him to come to the semi-final, so, you know, I had a picture taken with him there, and then got him down to the final as well. And yeah, went over to him after the game and obviously broke down, and yeah, it was an emotional time because it'd been a tough year. You know, Jordan's funeral was the third one in like 4 months, and you know, it was just a big build-up of emotion, and it was nice to have something nice to happen. You know, it was nice to have that nice feeling, although it didn't look like I was happy. You know, it was a nice feeling to have him there, to have a bit of positive news for all of us as a group and for the family and stuff. I have to say, hand on heart, that I've loved and still loving every second of it, and I know the curtain's slowly closing in around me, and sooner rather than later, probably my playing days will be done. But I look back on it with fond memories. It's a joy to be here, and I want it to stay that way to the end. If it gets to a point where I'm not enjoying it, I'll be the first one, you know, to say, no, I'm done. This isn't right. But for the foreseeable, I'm loving it. I want it to continue that way.